Scaffolding training. What is scaffolding? An elevated temporary working platform. Who is a scaffold operator? A competent worker who performs scaffolding erection and dismantling job. Erection, dismantling, storage etc. Note: only a competent scaffolding operator can perform scaffolding job. Competent person. Qualified, trained, experienced, authorized, a person having relative authority to perform the job. Qualities of a good scaffolding operator. Qualified and authorized, knowledge about rules and regulations, erection and dismantling, scaffolding components, use of scaffolds, types of scaffolds, standard materials, risk assessment. TBT job brief, planning, general safety rules, housekeeping, manual and mechanical handling, materials estimation, scaffolding inspection, reporting of incidents, PTW. Uses of scaffolds, use of scaffolding. Working platform, loading platform, lifting frames, material, lifting frames, persons, supporting structures, access tower, storage purpose, bridges, cable crossing over, roads etc. Types of scaffolds, types of scaffolding, manufacturer design name. There are many types but some of them mostly in common use are tube and coupler system scaffold, tube and cup lock system scaffold, H-type frame, ready-made scaffold. Quick type system scaffold, tube and cup lock system scaffold. Quick stage system scaffold, H-type of ready-made system scaffold. Scaffolding weight. Scaffolding tag, red tag, green tag. Personal protective equipment, safety gloves, leather, safety climbing helmet, safety shoes with steel toe cap, coveralls, 100% cotton, long sleeve, ear protection, safety spectacles, clear shaded, tool pouch with appropriate tools. Fall protection, safety harness and fall arrestor. Tower scaffolds, uses of scaffolding towers, electric wiring, AC ducting. Interior decoration, painting, ceiling works, storage purpose, supporting structure. Erection and dismantling, user manuals, which include sequence of erection and dismantling, bracing, stabilizing requirements, ratio 1.4, PFAS, lifeline, fall arrestor, raker system. Hazards in scaffolding towers, overturn, material fall, planks breakage, personal fall, electrocution, incompatible components. Fabricated frame scaffold. Rakers for sides, ladder to be opposite sides. Tube and fitting scaffolding consists of 6 parts. 1. Tubes, to make the framework of the scaffolding. 2. Couplings, couplers, to connect the tubes together, load-bearing and non-load-bearing. 3. Floorboards, scaffolding boards, make the work platform, sole boards, toe board. 4. Foundation, a safe footing for the scaffolding. 5. Access, ladder, staircase etc. 6. Working surfaces, working platform, from which the workers will carry out their work. Fixed, right angle, double coupler, sleeve coupler, used to connect 2 tubes in horizontal or vertical, also making a fence or guardrails. Joint pin coupler, used to connect two tubes in horizontal or vertical, also making a fence or guardrails. Putlog coupler, used to connect two scaffolding tubes at 90 degrees, used to connect toe board with standard. Toe boards connected with standard. Putlog coupler, used to connect intermediate transom to ledger at right angle. Ladder clamp, used to connect ladder to the support tube in scaffolding. Scaffolding couplings, girder coupler, for connecting scaffold tubes to H-girders, units must fix to girders in pairs. Refer to manufacturer's recommendations for loading. SWL when used in pairs is 1.25 tons. Gin wheel, used to raise and lower components and materials to a scaffold structure. SWL 100 kilograms, or otherwise stamped on the frame, secured in place with two single couplers. Use only approved ropes for hauling purposes. Board retaining coupler, BRC, used to connect two scaffold boards with the tubes. Caster wheel, the diameter of the wheel of the caster shall be not less than 127 mm. The caster shall have a wheel brake. The minimum resistance to vertical load of not less than 7.2 knots. Scaffolding tubes. Three main types of tubes are in common use. Black steel tubes, galvanized steel tubes, aluminum alloy tubes. Note, all tubes have same diameter. Scaffolding components, boards. Usually the boards are made up of wood called timber, that is why it is called timber boards. What is wrong here? Common faults in scaffolding boards. Scaffolding toe boards. What is the wrong here? Sequence of erection. Level the foundation. Base jack, sole board, base plate. Shank, base jack. Scaffolding standards. Carry the entire weight of the scaffold and should be very carefully spaced. This dimension should be measured and maintained in accordance with the requirements of the design, subject to a maximum total deviation of 50 mm. Ledger. Main transom should be installed above the ledger. Putting the main transom on fixed 1, for correct matching. Foot tie, kicker lift, height, 15 to 20 cm, nod point. Fix the ledger over earlier fix to match the correct position. Kicker lift. Maintain the foot tie height. Check the level at foot tie. Check the level at corners, tube cup lock system. Check if the standard if it is straight at 90-degree angle. Alignment of standards. Basic definitions of scaffold components, sole boards, base plates, standards, ledgers, main transom, intermediate transom. Distance between the foot tie and first lift should be 2 meters. Preventing unauthorized access. If the scaffold is incomplete, use warning notice. Scaffolding ties. Guardrail, approx 1 meter high, brick guard. Intermediate guardrail, max gap of 470 mm, toe board, scaffolding planks, deck area minute of 600 mm wide, transom, sway brace, ledger brace, couplers at joints, ledger, standard, base plates, sole board, positive through tie, reveal tie, scaffolding bracing, sway brace, a diagonal tube, tied off on the vertical or horizontal members, from left to right and right to left and so on. Fit a guard rail on the bottom lifts. Risk assessment, hazards identification, structure collapse, personal falls, object falling, material falling, electrocution, struck by, fire broke out, cutting welding planks with grease, oil etc. Scaffolding bracing systems, dog leg or zigzag bracing, cross braces fixed with swivel couplers to the standards, alternative method. Knee brace section brace spur, 1. Knee brace, 2. Section brace, 3. Spur. Scaffolding bracing systems. Plane brace. Raker system. Proper installation of raker. Working platform. HSE warning, twin-tailed energy absorbing, lanyards specifically comprise 2 lanyards that are attached to a single energy absorber in such a way that either lanyard can transmit a load to the energy absorber. Cantilever loading bays. Solution special PFAS system, full body harness with extended lanyard or fall arrestor. Protection of workers. Fall arrestor. Installation of ladders. There are 3 ways to install the ladder in scaffolding: right angle, sidewise, alongside, inside the scaffold. Gangways and working platforms should be horizontal, ideally, but may go up to 20 degrees without cleats, and, more steeper, should be cleats and guardrails to be installed. Installation of ladder. Angle should be 75 degrees, ratio 1:4. Installation of top rail in ladder for access. Ready-made gate can be used if available. Ladder safety, ladders. Always put against width side and inside if possible. Angle 75 degrees. Ladders must be lashed at 2 points at least. Projection of ladder should be 1 meter. If more ladders are required in the same scaffold, put in the opposite transoms. Base of the ladder should be strong, rigid, and level. Also, to stop the ladder from slipping, there should be stopper to install. Ladder clamp, used to connect ladder to the support tube in scaffolding. Securing ladder, ladder safety. Secure the ladder from proper place without making obstruction. Wrongly secured, tie should be fixed at rung level. Ladder to be installed opposite direction in a multi-platform scaffold. Handrail in ladder. Ladder safety, bracing in support tube. Fabricated frame scaffold. Suspended scaffold, but should be fixed to supplement with the load-bearing couplers. Vertical tubes should be in one length, where not possible. Then overlapped at least 62 cm vertically. Using at least 2 load-bearing couplers. Prefabricated beams, various types are available, to simplify the construction of beams and trusses. In scaffolding, beams can be welded lattice structures, or assembled on site, Manufacturers' recommendations must be strictly observed. When splices are used to join units, the bolts are used. The following should be specified by the manufacturer of the beam: size, type, and grade of steel. Gin wheel, 2 types, ring type, and hook type, maximum of 750 mm diameter, rope 18 mm diameter, with figure of 8 not tied to end of rope, or above the load, maximum load of 50 kilograms, load tested frequently. What are your new observations? Thank you.